Impactful. Obviously, practice not ideal.
Yeah.
Stewie playing at 3 in the morning, starting practice with 160 ping.
It's a little better than 10 a.m., that's for sure, but let's get into this. Jeez.
Also, you consider the jet lag. This match is starting at about 10:30 in the morning, Stewie's time, so here we are.
It's true. Now here we go. Falcons starting on that T side. Plenty of utility here for Madden, Dupree, and Surprise. They set up with 3 players outside of B main and 2 ready to try and make their way through the canal, setting up a potential B split to kick off this pistol round. And it looks like Stewie is going to have the first fight of the 100th IEM. He goes around that corner, but
And we've seen Stewie playing for some teams over in North America. I know he's been talking to him on media day. He's playing FPL till like 4 in the morning as well. So he's been on the grind knowing this was coming. It's a big opportunity for Stewie when you consider if you want to kind of reinvigorate your career. A good performance here standing in for G2 is going to open up some options. Good anti-flash position from Sunpius, and that shuts down the mid push.
Force buy here for G2 as well to note, so they have invested everything they've got into the second round, and haven't really seen too many of these second round CT purchases work out in CS2. But it was very interesting in the desk, some theory crafting going on already about some of the expected changes that will happen to Counter-Strike based on, the Incendiary now being reduced in time, reduced in price, the T's not getting as much money on that initial bomb plant. There's a lot of exciting factors about Counter-Strike at the moment. It's
going to be a lot of fun because theory crafting is about all we can do. And I mean, it'll be fun to kind of keep track of how things change and evolve in the short period of time. Did Magic spot that? Did he spot a little shoulder walking?
Oh, he's taking a few steps back. Yeah, he's thinking about it.
A couple guys have turned around.
Mac 10, easy money on Hunter.
Yep. But, I mean, it'll be fun to just track kind of where it's going to be because I think some of these changes probably won't feel and seem comfortable to the teams until after the player break, right? When they get a little bit more time. Because right after Dallas...
To think about coming into this event. I spoke to Elige and Magisk yesterday on Media Day about Vertigo, and there are 2 teams that maybe have an over-reliance on Vertigo in their map pool, complexity certainly so, and Falcons picked it pretty much every single time they could at Belgrade. So these are 2 teams that believe it's going to be the fact that teams that don't play Vertigo don't want to play it. They're going to avoid it like the plague is Elige's thought process behind it. Yeah,
I think a lot of teams are going to just avoid it at the moment without a whole lot of time on it. But I think we'll see some underdogs. Like if you're an underdog in a matchup, why not take the risk if it's available? Like it seems like it's you could run into some obstacles, but man, if you're already a heavy underdog, go for it. Swing for the fences.
Well, Dupree charging in through B. Nice clean kill onto the back of
the best map of all of last year. That
59
rounds against Faze on Ancients.
Well, I'll be very excited to see if we can get anything near that level here in CS2 this year in Dallas. But a buy finally here for G2. AWP spotted from monesy, 4 M4s around the rest, and a decent amount of utility. Falcons will be keeping 2 Mac 10s though. There's a slow spread default here from Falcons.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any pressure in A main. It's Magisk just looking for pushes at the moment. He's got nobody in support to flash him through or break that smoke in any way. So might turn into a late distraction as Madden starts to pinch in towards middle. Find some spacing.
Yeah, it's a good calculator risk for Madden. Great positioning to have already in the round.
They're starting to pressure 3 places on the map at the same time. With Madden's position, although G2 doesn't have eyes on mid at the moment, it's actually a pretty glaring hole in this defense. Trade of smokes in A main. The aggression is going to come outside of B. Stewie pushes forward. Hunter makes footsteps running away. Dupree's still going to clear, but not well enough. Stewie drops him. And it looks like now, having to recover the bomb in T-spawn, Falcons is going to come back and try and get into this B bomb site through dark.
Yeah, they might have a fight, though, on their hands. Stewie's pushed all the way through B, and he's got a grid angle here on Surprise, but what a shot from the Spaniard. Stewie had no time to react to that. And now Falcons, with the final 30 seconds, are attacking into this B bomb site. Incendiary will last a few seconds less, but it certainly will help isolate that fight. Hunter turns it into a 1v1 duel in dark, and monesy is rotated over to Temple. Nice shot straight through Sunpius. And Magisk, well, with 18 seconds left, no shot at winning it. Was a bit of a bonus, though, for Team Falcons. They kept 2 Mac 10s into that last round, so they've got plenty of cash to purchase yet again, including that AWP on Sunpius, who's off to a heater here, 6-1. As soon as I say it, though, monesy fights him in middle and comes out on top of that fight.
It's going to be tough to match the output of monesy these days in CS2. I mean, whoever you think is the best player at the moment, he's going to be in your top 3. Molotov forcing Nico forward.
It's a very scary duo to have to go up against in mid of Nico and monesy. And that grenade is certainly going to help matters. Nico getting taken down to 37 health.
Yeah, probably a little frustrated that they both kind of got stuck at that corner because of the Molotov. They'll tank the nade damage, but not happy about it. 5-on-4 for G2. And Falcons looking and talking about how they want to readjust on the map. Magisk is going to leave his post outside of A. A B split, 2 through dark, 2 through main, to challenge into Hunter and Stewie.
Some utility left here for Stewie, particularly that incendiary. And Nico pushing through middle. This could be a good time to do it. But Magisk is considering that push. And it's a big headshot to bring Nico down. Hunter now drops back from dark into the B bomb site. 44 seconds remaining. It is going to be a B play here for Falcons. And that incendiary comes in for Stewie now, burning a few seconds, but there's still enough time for Falcons to make this comfortable. But the rotation of the sniper of MONESY back over on this B bomb site could break apart this attack. Nice quick shot down onto Snappy. And the smoke at B main is making this one very uncomfortable. Magisk has to come in, storming.
Moving forward into round 6.
Don't want to let G2 get too many CT rounds here to Anubis this early on. MONESY, he's going for a more an aggressive peek this time through dark. And that smoke is going to come up and sever off his vision. Slow round this time from Falcons.
Yeah, I think G2's loving that as well. I mean, if you just think back to last round, when that hit's coming in and they realize it's going to be a B hit, they did have 2 Molotovs in a smoke for B main. G2 did a really, really good job of holding on to utility and not burning it too early, not kind of getting too pressured to have those nades towards the end of the round.
Oh, Snappy, not the kind of range you want to be at with that Mac 10. It looked like he was about to be spotted out. Still standing. And Nexa, oh, he gets beyond the smoke. Magisk peeks at the right time, controls the sprite for one, and gets information that a second player is playing aggressively towards A. And MONESY holds up the scope. They tried to chase down Nico's rifle, and they find MONESY instead.
Yeah, but if you're Stewie and you're Hunter, you got to think that they're going to be coming in through B main. Oh, Stewie, he almost got caught sliding over.
Oh.
Good kill as he comes back. A dink on Dupree. Hunter's still here, ready to fight. Cleans up that kill, and it's all Sun Pius.
Yeah, great work from Stewie, because you don't consider Hunter to be in dark as well. So once you trade him out, you kind of forget about that position. Hunter gets an easy kill. Sun Pius is left now to try and clutch, and it ain't gonna happen. No scope from... That's gonna give Stewie a lot of confidence early, because I'm sure there's doubts in his mind of whether or not he's able to play at this level in an official environment. If he gets a good start and he's not making any mistakes here, that'll certainly help him moving forward.
Well, this one's going to be faster pace, so that idea of holding on to utility might come back to bite him. This time it's Tech 9s and Deagles and pistols. A Mac 10 again on Snappy, a Hero AK-47.
Yeah, using the utility a little earlier this time. Stewie's got info. There is presence outside of that B-bomb site. And Nico could even activate a quick flank with his aggressive position in middle. There's MONESY's first kill. Stewie couldn't lay down the law, but the rest of his teammates absolutely will. So not breaking through this time, Falcons. It will be G2 who head into the lead. This is a very frustrating start, I'm sure, for Falcons, because there is a couple of rounds here and there where they would have considered themselves favorites in the round and definitely should have had a stronger start here.
The 1v2 that Nexa wins is like the early, like, you know, you've got some tough battles. There's some places you can slip. Even this Falcons one seemed to be, like, with the stand-in situation a little up in the air. People were hesitant to be too confident about G2 coming into this. So here's the buy. They do get 4 rifles out. You know, a Galil mixed in there, a Mac 10 mixed in there. Snappy, I think, has played 4 rounds in a row with the Mac 10.
Poor guy. There's a B-Stream update for you. Monte leading the way over Vitality.
That's what I'm saying, man. Monte's no pushover. They can put some rounds up on the board. Oh, rare missed shot from MONESY as Dupree just slides into it. Even spots Stewie, but the double peek as Hunter transitions over.
Yeah, Dupree didn't quite know where to put his crosshair there. A bit overwhelmed and taken out of play.
G2's expecting this A hit, though. Nico's already kind of... He's watching mid from inside the A bomb safe, but he hasn't been here too much outside of a push, so... They realize it's been a while since Falcons knocked on the door of the A bomb site.
Well, Nexus scares off Magisk. They won't be going through that secondary smoke just yet, so instead they put Snappy towards the canal. He's not alone. He's got Madden and some Pius with him, but G2 consider the fact that it was a likely fallback towards dark, so they re-smoked that as well. And time is starting to tick. We're under 50 seconds already here.
I think now this is Falcons saying we have to take a main control to really show we're going to attack this bomb site, but we're going to hustle back. At least Snappy is just going to run after this flash, see what Magus can get him.
But Nexus going aggressive at the wrong time. Flash comes in, but he still gets the kill, even while fully blinded. Magisk is going to be frustrated about that one, and that's Falcons down 2 players now in this one. 25 seconds left. Falcons going into the B site, and it's Stewie this time to be tested. He moves out of position at the wrong time. Doesn't get a single kill. But Hunter absolutely will from that CT spawn. The bomb goes down here for Falcons. It's on to Senpais and Snappy to try and draw this into a 2v4 victory. And it just doesn't look like that's going to be happening for them. Senpais has to consider so many different positions, and he's crunched as he peeks into monesy.
Yeah, really well. For G2. They did win Anubis in that series as well, 13-3.
Finally, Snappy gets an AK, Jason. Isn't that nice?
Let's find out. We're on this journey together.
True. Madden goes through middle. And he's got himself around that corner already. Magisk with him. This time, no Nico aggression. They've considered that, and they've dealt with that early on. Ruled out that possibility. But Stewie's being asked to come back with Nico. He's left that B bomb site. He's gone with Nico into middle. And they're clearing out, making sure that mid has not been taken by Falcons. But look at this risk being taken by Snappy. He's walking through the smoke, and the timing, it just works against Hunter, but he gets his gun back out in time. And Hunter has Stewie 2K on that quick rotation to help him on this B defense. 3 players left here for Falcons, and they are doing work. Good kill from Magus through that smoke. That keeps them in this one.
Yeah, that threw everything off. Finally, Falcons have kind of changed up the pacing, and coming through that smoke from Snappy seems crazy, but it caused some chaos in the defense. And when Stewie gets forced back in towards Temple, and that's where Nico rotated to, it's just a bottleneck. So break in the smoke, see what they can find, flashbang into the air. Madden's going to be behind the pillar.
Really strong position for Madden, but it's immediately removed by monesy. He moves onto the back of the platform. He's in behind cover. Magus decides he doesn't want to fight with monesy. Both of these G2 players are so incredibly low on health, and Senpais and Magus clean them up. Good to listen to the G2's side, but even better to go on board with Nico as he gets aggressive through water for the first time here. And it's a double opener for G2 just like that off the back of Nico's aggression. So from 0 to 0 real fast for Falcons. Now we've got 3v5 they have to play.
G2's mixed in a couple of those aggressive elements, right? The second round they double pushed middle to no effect. We had kind of the double push in A main one round with a little bit of support as well.
But never quite all the way through the canal.
Yeah, but like just enough to cause some damage, and obviously this one's been brutal. Double kill for Nico pushing canals. Rough start for Falcons, who probably came into this with a plan to build off the last round victory.
And look at Senpais' individual performance right now. He's 12-5 to kick off the first 2 rounds of this game. So really impressive stuff from Senpais. The rest of his squad not quite there with him. They're going to try and put pressure on Hunter. That's one way to get through that A bomb site defense. Madden just charging forward. Still going up towards the fountain. Good flashes. That's keeping Nico in an uncomfortable position. The Falcons have not yet made that leap towards the site itself, and now getting involved in fights. I don't know how Nico's still alive. I have no idea how Nico is still standing.
And Stewie might have just saved the day, keeping monesy alive a little bit longer. Senpais, though, has always be deadly.
Yeah, that was sick from Nico. I don't know how he doesn't die in that round, Jason. That bewildered me.
I don't either, but you know what? He's probably sitting there like, I don't know how I didn't get some of those kills earlier.
That's true, you know? There's always another side of the story. And a quick cross here from Falcons to take water control. monesy, that opening fight, he decides he doesn't want to sit behind the smoke. G2 wants another opening off of an aggressive maneuver.
Would you expect it twice? Would you expect it twice? Snappy doesn't. No. And G2 disappears into the smoke.
But it could be a quick commitment into the safe bomb site instead for Falcons, but the timing on that smoke might have just saved Nex's life, but they come right through it regardless. Nexa couldn't do much on the back of the bomb site. Nico's the first rotator.
Great utility usage. Good job stalling out Falcons when the attacks were coming in, taking away options as they maneuvered around the map, but this more explosive style has made G2 scramble in a bunch of different situations.
Yeah, especially disrespecting the smokes. It feels like that's been very effective for Falcons. But G2's final purchase of this half is not a pretty one. Same can be said here for Falcons. They're both kind of limping to the last round here. And Snappy gets into dark. Will clear out close corner with that Mac-10, and he's gonna look for Stewie. Oh, timing to switch away from his weapon. Stewie goes down. Hunter cleaning up, though. Cleaning up the mess alone. MP9 to the double. He's doing a great job of just staying alive here as well.
That's all you can do. All you can do. Oh, monesy steps forward to provide some support, and he will. G2 have somehow, they have come in with diminished weapons. They lost the opening engagement from Stewie to dark. And they're still coming out with the man advantage, and Sun Pius has 17 HP, and monesy hears all the footsteps.
He's got good movement. He gets himself up on top to watch that window. But he doesn't take his opportunity. dupreeh goes back to try and fight it. monesy was already descending down to safety. 39 seconds left in this round. dupreeh seems to be the playmaker. He's got his teammate behind him with some pies, but he's only got 17 health.
Yo, credit to where it's due as well. We talked about, the Dust talked about Sun Pius and some of his struggles to get back to his level at the end of CSGO. One other guy on the server who's been there is Hunter as well, and he's had a great half. 14 and 9, including 2 MP9 kills here.
Well, they're creeping up towards storage. Next, if he gets this kill on the 5-7, this should end the round. He's got a chance here against dupreeh, but the 5-7 will not connect. dupreeh takes him down, and now Falcons in a position to tie up this half 6-6.
There's no kit.
It's monesy and Nico, though, to come back in on this retake, and sometimes all you need is headshots quick enough. You can get back into this, but dupreeh's position looks very strong to try and deal with Nico's threat. He'll go forward. He lands that dink on dupreeh. Vice has him covered on the other side, and monesy now just running into this. Time is certainly ticking for the youngster here. He's not getting that chance. Great discipline from dupreeh. The veteran hides around the corner, and monesy has to hit the headshot, and he lands it right between the eyes. Back to the defuse here from monesy, and he's going to hold it. He's going to hold it all the way, and that is a ridiculous shot, and just enough time for monesy.
Nico playing as the IGL for G2, leading this team in HooXi's absence with Stewie standing in. And let's see what he can put together. He mentioned it in the interview with Banks earlier, like, you're not going to go too deep into this in the strat book. You're not going to go too deep on, like, kind of the details. A lot of this is going to be done on the fly. A lot of this is going to be done just improving in the mid rounds. And let's see what G2 is going to have.
But we all know Nico's done it before. He's had the reins of many a team. Just hopefully no all.
You talking him up or talking him down?
Up, you know, Jason.
Okay. Just seeing where you lied on the debate.
Unless he buys the AWP. It's going to be the G2 squad heading towards this B bomb site. Heavy numbers about to infiltrate dark. P250 picked up here for Nico, but it's Stewie leading the charge into the site. Big headshot on Snappy. Now dupreeh's in an awkward position. He has to fight on two fronts, and he just can't handle it. monesy comes in, sweeps 2 under the rug, and that will be G2 into the B bomb site. Bomb planted, and Falcons nowhere to be seen.
Not a tough bomb site to hold on to on the pistol rounds. Falcons, you can see Magis desperately flying through that smoke to try and get involved in the action. He was committed before his teammate went down, and by the time he gets through, he's all alone. monesy with them dualies spamming away. He gets a triple kill in the round. 17 and 8 for monesy. Hunters. Magis, poor guy.
Well, the second round force here for the CT side for Falcons is in 2 MP9s, 2 5-7s. A big old D in the hands of some pies.
It looks like G2 just want to hit a timing and march into that B bomb site. Good call. Just blind out of spawn because Falcons is stacked up towards A. Stewie's going to start using dark utility.
It gets worse. It gets worse because dupreeh can't even look towards this B bomb site anymore. Stewie, an awkward fight with him. What is happening? Finally, dupreeh gets rid of Stewie in that fight, but all he needed to do was cause distraction because the rest of G2
he's rusty.
are into the bomb site.
He's rusty. Give him a break.
Well, he couldn't see his opponent. It's fine. G2 into the side, bomb down, and Falcons are committed to this still. Nico goes on the hunt around the corner with that Mac-10. It can be so effective.
And then Falcons got pulled close to actually go for this in a 5-on-4, which means they lose a couple extra guns. If that had just kind of been a clean take, if dupreeh goes down, they bail out with 4 weapons. So they lost a little bit on these exits, and now you can see Nico bloodthirsty.
Yeah, he wants all that money. He wants to take everything away from them because Falcons will play with nothing in the next round if he can get these final 2 kills. It ain't much to play with regardless, but it could be even worse for them, and I think that's what they're looking for here, G2. No mercy to kick off day 1 of Dallas.
And this should be around G2's maybe a little bit more spread out on the default, looking for any kind of push that comes in. They know Snappy still has the upgraded pistol and armor. And indeed, they're going to play it pretty far back, pretty passively. Looking for any piece of aggression, any piece of cheese coming out of the Falcons defense. Similar setup to last round, though, for Falcons.
Yeah, towards 8. 4 players inside of that bomb site. I love what Nex has done here today, Jason. I love the fact that he's had probably one of the biggest clutches of the game. Where he gets 2 kills in that one. And now he's sitting on 3 and 8.
Honestly, it's like, there is kind of like the magic of MR12 is like, you have like one really impactful clutch, and that started G2 on what, like, they won 3 rounds right after that clutch straight. Yeah. So it's like, he's like, I only have 3 kills, but I did my job. What do you want? Yeah, I got a kill, I got a defuse, and then we went on a win streak. That's all me, baby.
And then he just threw smokes at A.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Stopped him. He did a really good job of that.
Falcons really didn't give a whole lot of love to that A bomb site, did they?
And couldn't get through the utility. It goes to 3-5-7, goes in. Stewie, nice shot with that Mac-10. Gotta love those. Dupree down and out. And that B bomb site will follow suit. Nico covering off the canal. Yep, fumbling through the grenades. He's found the right one.
I think he like saw like a USP and he was like, I can take that fight.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, maybe not.
I can tap that. And he's like, you know what? Why though? Why don't we just win?
The IGL brain kicked in.
Yeah, right. He's gonna switch back and forth.
If he star rifle Nico, he'll fight that. Snappy, save 5-7, gets one on Stewie. We're going to sit around for exit kills here, Falcons. It's not bad just losing a Mac-10. In fact, you kind of want to lose the Mac-10. You can upgrade that AK, nice and easy for Stewie in the next.
You think Snappy uses the Mac-10 on CT side?
Yeah.
You know, he loves it.
Yeah, he's eco-friendly.
There's no way.
He's a big fan of the SMGs.
Not when you're down 5-10. No CT Mac-10 shenanigans. Okay, they do some damage.
No, he's not going to use it.
Yeah, he's not.
And this kind of feels like one of the only chances Falcons have here in this best of 1. If they lose this gun round, we're getting into the territory where G2 might just close this one out quite quickly. So Pice at least has the AWP.
Ideal scenario for G2 if they close this out quickly, too. You get this first official under your belt with Stewie as a stand-in, with Nico as an IGL. Talk about things, and then you get a long day of being able to work on a couple... Well, not a long day. You got to come back later, but... You know, you got some time.
Incendiary going down. Snappy cutting them off at camera.
5.5 seconds on that molly. G2, they don't want to wait. Throw a molly of their own to prevent any re-clears. They've pulled Madden and some bias out of the B bomb site.
Go.
And it's Dupree again. Oh, this time he doubles it up, though, alone.
I have no idea. That is utter collapse. You know, when I said, is there another magic moment for Nex? I didn't quite believe that was going to be
That's why you say it, Dingo. You set it up. No one remembers if it doesn't come to pass.
Yeah, I didn't quite believe it was going to happen. And then Nexa, he went and did the thing. Wow. Falcons. Yeah, we're looking at 12 in the face if they can't pick this up. Good shot from Madden. Hunter's taken down, entering that B bomb site. No trade yet, but the step from Madden. Nico peeks, and Madden perfectly plays it. A 2-man advantage for Falcons. Can't let this one go.
G2 trying to bust out a little individual style, looking for those one-on-ones, and Madden rises to the occasion in both. Now the B defense gets bolstered. Snappy's slid over. Dupree and Madden still here. Nex has been great at closing rounds. Now he needs to provide an opening. Monesy and Stewie are going to come back through B main as Stewie's picked up the bomb. And Nexa might have to create the opportunity, the distraction that they need.
There's just 25 seconds left. Monesy, nice shot to the back of the platform. Stewie gets taken out by Snappy. So the work that Monesy did to get that one kill doesn't really take them any closer. Nexa clearing out the platform, but look at Maddie. He's doing a great job buying time, but there's 10 seconds left here. Just enough time to try and get that bomb down, and Nexa had another chance. Missed shot from Monesy.
Within 5. And money is an issue for G2.
monesy on the AK though. Always a chance. Nico waiting for the timing to go into this bomb side fire B main. Stewie did not get detected on the peak, but certainly will with that sound cue on the molly. Stewie burns a little bit. Now the B play coming in B main. It's going to be shut down by Madden and some Pius. dupreeh in there as well. Until a couple of kills come right back. monesy and Stewie dragging G2 into a round that is winnable once again. And with that smoke going down towards CT spawn, there absolutely is a chance now for G2 to win this. The bomb has got to cross safely. It is planted on default. And this is a Stewie monesy combo to try and break apart Falcons again in a clutch scenario. Natus and Snappy both coming in from the same side. They've got a kit on Snappy and a smoke. So there is extra seconds to play with. But they're yet to move forward. Now the flash comes in. monesy peaks, separates the fight, and now it's down to Snappy to try and close this one out. monesy so low on health, and Snappy needed to clean that one up.
Cut the defenders down to 2, and the Tech-9s can trade that out effectively. Not bad.
It's another pretty weak buy from G2, but given how close they got it in the last, they're going to go for it again.
That's what they're thinking. They're thinking this is the knockout blow. If we win this round, I'll tell you though, playing with your economy like this can be dangerous. If you don't win this round, all of a sudden Falcons is creeping closer. They've got a little more confidence, a little more money to play with.
And you don't have a deep strat book, as Nico was saying before this, right? It's going to be very simple calls for G2, so you want to get the job done quickly. Another B setup outside here for G2. Madden's been devastating from this pillar. And this time Stewie is taken down through the dark smoke. Madden drops back into dark. It's a double setup between him and dupreeh. And it's working out to be very effective. G2 not breaking through this bomb site this time.
No, this is the dangerous part of this that I was talking about, that I was worried about is now, man. Yeah, this is Falcons just saying, you know what, we're clutch.
Maybe he's got one more in him. This should be quite comfortable for some Pius. Oh, Snappy's there to assist. Still a chance for G2 to swiftly take this first best of one, but if they concede this round, and it's one round separating Falcons and G2 from a tie.
The other conversation is, as the in-game leader, a lot of Nico's powers are going to be kind of diminished, right? He's got his focus not necessarily always on his crosshair, on the fight that he's kind of predicting and looking for. He's got a lot of his mind working his team around the map and making decisions for the team.
And we've seen that in the past as well. We know it to be true. The fact that Nico's performance does drop off when he does take those in-game leader raids. So a lot of success early towards the B-bomb side of actually getting into the site, but not so much recently for G2. So perhaps looking for a different avenue of approach here on the T side. Hunter's gone through middle. Flash to get him around that corner safely.
Flashing himself for a peek at double doors, sees nothing. That rotation from the B-bomb site is smoked off at the moment.
1 minute left.
Falcons operating under the assumption that mid control is lost, that G2 is knocking on the doors quite literally, that a potential A split is coming in. So they've slid Madden over. It's on Pius and dupreeh to defend.
Got to get out of this water quietly. So Stewie and Nexa climb up the stairway. Utility going in towards dupreeh, who stays committed to the fight. But Stewie, just before that flash pops right in his face, he gets that kill on dupreeh. Now some Pius at the back of the bomb site, looking to find success. Shot misses on the dark exit. Supplies has to take a step back, and he's not landing any shots here. The Spaniard, he runs out of chances as Nico overwhelms him. G2 into the B bomb site, and Falcons probably considering the save call now. You've got Magisk on the other side of the map, and you've got real no shot at getting back in on this one. Madden staying committed, and there is still Magisk pushing a little further through that canal. So they'll have a look. They'll see if Madden can get a kill, and with that going the wrong way, they absolutely have to save this. But Snappy stays committed, so he's lost his life.
Yeah.
There's money left over, at least in the bank, so Falcons will...
So 3 chances for G2 to close out this best of 1.
Up against a Falcons full purchase in this round. monesy posts up for the dark peak. dupreeh will not give him that opportunity, will not overextend. monesy has to come to him. And he's got Stewie with him, but monesy is aggressive. He's confident in this fight. He lands the shot on dupreeh, but not enough damage done to take down dupreeh.
Now with that angle, you know you have dupreeh kind of trapped at the pillar. He has to smoke off dark. He has to burn a little bit of utility to get that.
Snappy moves through, but monesy catches him up at that window, so that's Snappy down and out. Thought Snappy's maneuver might actually work out really well there for Falcons, but it's intelligent for monesy to consider that mid push and catch out the in-game leader of Falcons. 5v4 now for G2. They're in pole position to try and close out this first series.
This is nice from G2, showing just standard map control after getting the first kill in the round. There's kind of a double peek. Stewie close up, Nexa was far back. He's given away that position. But Madden not swinging for anything. They have no idea where monesy's op has repositioned.
Oh, Madden has to get out of that. Good utility again from Stewie. No peaks, no mistakes coming in. Just doing his job effectively as we head into the 42nd mark of the round. It is going to be an A play for the finish for G2. We haven't seen them run any plays towards this A bomb site. Some Pius and Magisk, the combo to defend it. Good smoke timing for Magisk. And now he's got an even better position. They come through, he's dishing out damage and he's dishing out death. It's monesy in a situation where he cannot win this round. He runs back, he retreats, and it's 10 rounds for Falcons, still fighting on Anubis.
I mean, that's a beautiful job from Magisk. All credit. I mean, the smoke timing to block off that hit when they sense it coming was perfect, but how efficient he is with 20 bullets. Gets a fortunate dink through the smoke, but just cleaning players up. And really
as well for Falcons, they still believe. And 2 rounds, that's all they need to drag this one into overtime.
Very calm despite the pressure of potentially dropping their opening map.
In this group, losing your opening game,
it's going to be rough.
It feels like it could be a death sentence very early on. Nice chance here for Supplies with the flash. It completely rules him out, and he doesn't take the shot. He thought he could get away, but Stewie is fast. He pushes forward, and Stewie doesn't stop. He gets them through. G2 have the first 2 kills of this round. It's a 4v3 to play out the rest of it with a minute 20 seconds still in play.
Yeah, that's exactly why they brought Stewie in as a stand-in as well.
Throw him in.
Exactly. The stop doesn't mean anything to him when he senses a kill, when he senses he can be aggressive to find something. And that's a perfect trade to build off the kill on Sunpius. Madden is blocked off, and now he's got to be really worried about rotating late and alone. So once again, you put some faith in Magisk to be able to handle the A bomb site. He's got to worry about main and mid and camera. A tough task. And G2's just looking for any reactionary information plays from Falcons defense. 40 seconds ticking by on the clock.
Just worried about multiple positions now. It's so tough when you're worried about camera and A-man at the same time, but Magisk finds the chance to fight out Hunter. Needs a little bit more, but the fire is burning him at the back of the cake, and he still stands up. He still finds a way to get a double kill out of it and keep his team in this fight, but it's down and done. monesy will close G2.